Well, it depends. It's a tricky question. First of all, it depends on insurance. The way and my website actually addresses this too, but the way that it typically goes is that you'll call in, you'll schedule an initial appointment. Usually with children, I just have parents come in first, or guardians or whoever it is. Child doesn't necessarily need to be present because they're usually bored to tears anyway. And so what we'll do is we'll go over a complete history, ask a lot of those questions that we talked about earlier. And then I'll determine what we need to do from there, if it needs to be testing or if we need to have, go back and have a physical done for the child in the process of all of this or whatever it is, so we kind of get the game plan set. If there's testing to be done, I generally get to fill out a wonderful little form and fax it off to the insurance company requesting them to cover testing, so that we can hopefully not have the parents pay out of pocket for all this. And then once we hear back from the insurance company, which depending upon who it is, sometimes it's the very next day, sometimes it's 2 weeks. Then at that point, we'll call you and let you know if there's any out-of-pocket expense, so that way you're not hit with a bill down the road and go, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was going to have to pay this. And then we get the child scheduled for testing. I can usually get folks in pretty quick for testing within that same, probably within 2 weeks, week to 2 weeks, depending upon how busy it is and the time of year it is. And then with kids, I usually do a lot of my testing in the morning, because in the afternoon they're more interested in looking out the window, or they're tired from being at school, or they're hungry or they're wanting to sleep. That's another great one. So usually with kids, I do my testing with them in the morning. That's when I get my best results, which I want to maximize their abilities. So that's why it's in the morning. And then once we get all of their testing done, we usually get it done within 1 day. However, there is the case at times when a child will not want to cooperate that day, and so we have to break it up in 2 days, or we have to wait until a different day to even start. And then once testing is complete, approximately about 1 week after, we'll have a feedback session scheduled, and you guys will come back in, parents will come back in, child again does not need to be present, and we'll go over testing results. You guys will have a copy of the evaluation to send in your Christmas card if you want, or whatever you'd like to do with it.